Hello, everybody. So, we are doing a reading on the Mercury that's going in retrograde on September 9th through October 2nd. And it's going to retrograde in the sign of Libra and then in the sign of Virgo. I think somewhere around September 23rd, it goes into Virgo. So, we will be dealing with a retrograde in Mercury in Libra and then Virgo. All right, so this is going to be a quick and general reading. I'm going to do a collective, advisable to listen to too. And I will post each sign below in the description box below timelines, okay? So I'll be doing each sign individually, basically what the challenge, what you may be dealing with and what the challenge may come, what challenges may come through with. And of course, we will start first with Libra and then Virgo, and then I'm going to go down the line, which will be Leo, Cancer, kind of go up that way. All right, so let's start with the collective here. Okay, collective energy. Like I said, we are dealing with the sign of Libra, which is an air sign too, and then it merges into Virgo on September 23rd. And that is an earth energy. All right, so basically that's of course astrological, but what we do see here is there is a sense of maybe it starts up with more isolated, or there's a sense of isolation. And this is where trying to maintain some kind of balance with, I want to say, our relationships, important official matters. Of course, legal matters are not the best at this time too, but if you have to deal with them, you have to deal with them. There is that concern, I want to say, with some personal changes. For some of us, this is going to be also important to not make opinions or decisions till we're sure, okay? Because we kind of may kind of change our mind is what I'm seeing here too. There is reminiscing the past. There's a lot of reminiscing the past. This is not a good time to intrigue something in the past because you could be missing something or thinking you do, and then you may change your mind later, is what I'm feeling. Then I do feel also that there is a sense of health. There could be hypochondriac type of energy here too. Some of us may have health scares, or we're just kind of more paranoid, or overly focused, I want to say. So that's a downside of it. But I do see there is a new way of restructuring our diets, okay? And even how we're feeling. We may be dealing with some kind of, I want to say, formidable competition or enemies. At times they may surface, so I do see that. There is also trying to find some kind of balance with all kinds of relationships, home, work, trying to maintain them or finding a way to deal with, each other's personalities. So there's a sense of we will be revitalizing ourselves and restoring some kind of vitality in some relationships, all kinds that I'm seeing here. All right, there can be some breakdowns, I want to say too, and sudden changes. All right. And this is a time where we can't overthink things. We just may have to wait, or delays sometimes are going to be favorable. Perseverance. Perseverance is like going towards more the end of the retrograde is going to be important for us as well. Okay, so now we're going to start with the sign of Libra. Okay, Libra, love, the world, seeing good energy here. Libra, there's going to be sudden breakthroughs or maybe some kind of changes. This could be the way you feel about love, where you're living. And this could be sometimes a sudden argument, and then there's some frustration here. Maybe things that you did think or felt about love in a relationship, or hobbies, or where you reside, or things about yourself. There's going to be some big changes here. Okay, for some of you, I do feel that energy. Things feel like a facade. Okay, it's almost like seeing the reality. It's almost like things that you've been trying to imagine or it's an idealistic view. There is a sense things will be dissipating, or it's going to be a rude wake up call. For some of you, this could be just dealing with something that breaks. You know, it could be just your nails starting to break. You know, they didn't before. There could be some things that could personally kind of make you want to change things. I'm talking about even maybe you want to dye your hair. But we're seeing a lot of changes here. We are seeing reevaluating you, yourself. What is it that you love? What is it where you want to be? Your challenge definitely is strength, I want to say. You're stronger for it. You can get through anything because they could be just sudden changes you're making or changes around you as well. So I do definitely feel that is your kind of a challenge, but at the same time know that you have the strength. Okay, so being strong, getting through things, and not kind of feeling like, oh, I can't do this or I can't get through it, can be challenging for some of you as well. And sometimes just kind of rebuilding on past endeavors that maybe you've been wanting to change. All right. I feel going through the retrograde too, maybe when it turns into Virgo, I do feel there is going to be happy energy. Beautiful, happy energy is coming through. You may be very happy with some of the, relaxed changes, I want to say, that's coming through. There can be a wish fulfillment that's coming through. I do see that just everything in moderation is going to be important. The only thing is I do see something with money. This could be also challenging. This could be someone's very giving, wants to kind of help you out, or there could be a loan or something coming through, but there could be some trickery with it. So be careful of what is promised and what is, reading the fine print is going to be important too, or any promises some people keep. Now, this is also keeping things in moderation. So there is a sense of, it's like one hand washes the other, or maybe somebody has an ulterior motive. So that too. And also you being too kind and generous. That is a problem as well. All right. But you definitely have the world, something closing up here, and it's beautiful, and love is in focus as well. All right. So now we're going to move on to Virgo. Virgo, you got 3 stones. You got lifestyle adjustments and changes, health and well-being. So there's a lot of that's a tower there. Okay, so it's a little bit of a rough road ahead there. I do see decisions you're going to have to make. This could be with love, money, family, even some kind of hurt feelings that people have been hurt by you, but you're kind of not at times acknowledging it, or you're not aware of it. So this could be something inadvertently as well. Maybe this is also looking back at the past. You have a new cycle within a cycle too. So what I'm seeing here is something with money. I want to say there's going to be some kind of decisions to make, where you've been waiting for some maybe money coming through. These are creative endeavors as well. So it's like you're ready to wrap something up too, and you're ready to move forward, but at the same time, there could be some delays with it. All right. So I do see that. And this is also maybe something creative that maybe you just say you painted a painting or something and you're trying to sell it. It may be delayed a little, or there may be something that needs to be adjusted here. Okay. There is something is a work in progress. It could be overall health, your lifestyle, and you're ready to kind of move on, but you're kind of still holding on to something. All right. There is a sense of renewal. Things are going to renew here too. I do feel that your challenge in the very beginning of this is perseverance to also, there's a work in progress here, money. For some of you, this is like feeling that you don't have enough, or you have to work a little bit more to be able to maybe invest in something. There could be a delay with them too. Now, just know that the work you put in sometimes also needs to be readjusted. So that's just a little bit of a challenge for some of you. You could be a little bit lethargic. So it's like the work, you're getting kind of tired. So perseverance is going to be very important as well. Going into I feel going into the later part, there is definitely opportunities to travel or move. And messages are going to be very important. There could be a lot of messages coming in. Okay, so I do feel that energy, and this is going to be a good time to start something on social media, waiting for some kind of news, plans to travel. So it's like kind of gathering your ideas and putting them out there. That is a progress too. The thing is, there's a sense of completion coming up too. That's going to be important, and releasing something. So you got some big endings. I also feel the challenge, you could be challenged by a superior or someone at work, or this could be also something legal, I want to say too. Okay. Now, this is the time to being more true to yourself and taking a stand. And it's almost like there's a sense of shyness. Like if you want to put something out there, speaking in public or social media, it's almost like there's a little bit of a challenge. All right. There is something that's wrapping up here too. And there could be some significant news coming in from a man is what I'm picking up as well, which could be challenging. All right, so that is the reading for Virgo. Now moving on to Leo. Leo, you have a tower. Could be the world around you. Changes. Lifestyle, home, and foundation is definitely showing up here. Leo, there is some anxiety when it comes to either work and communications with, or miscommunications is very possible with coworkers. And also there is some, I want to say, dealing with some kind of bouts of envy or jealousy. All right. So yeah, now there's something that maybe you've been wanting and it's been stalled. It could be a job or completing a job, or this could be like a project with school. Writing a thesis or something, and it's like you're having a hard time kind of completing it, or you're not sure if your ideas are going to work. So there is that kind of energy. Okay, gratitude is going to be very important, and believe me, you're going to get some gratification from others. People are going to be very accepting of your ideas and that too, even though you don't feel it, because there's a challenge here, especially if you're going to be traveling. This could be everyday local travel or just getaways, but I do see that you may have a breakdown with a car for some of you, and I don't want to put it out there, but this could be maybe a good time just to make sure that you're change your oil and all that, so avoid something like that, because that's kind of a challenge. Things working out for you, yes, there's a delay with that. Victory and success is coming, but it's a delayed gratification is what I'm feeling is a challenge here, okay? When we're moving more into the latter part of the retrograde, I do feel here you're definitely coming to some kind of ending. For some of you, you may wing it. You may start an entrepreneur type of business, a home business. You may be thinking of moving or making some massive changes with your home. I do feel that energy. You're changing some things around. Some of you may be investing in a business or investing in luxury items or something where you want to make yourself feel better, I want to say, or maybe like you add something to the home. I do feel here money from the past may be coming through too. This is definitely rewards coming in, maybe even gifts, but there could be a delay with them. I do feel here impatience is a problem and a challenge too. So needing to be more patient. I do feel here is your health and well-being too, could be a challenge at this point too. So take care of your health. Well-being, this is like, getting more exercise in, a healthier diet. So I do feel that energy, and your emotions too. All right, so I do see very supportive people around you too. They could be a concern with somebody's health for some reason or somebody's well-being. So I am feeling that energy. All right, so that wraps it up for Leo, and now we move on to Cancer. Cancer, there's some changes. It's almost like you're pulled in two directions here. Okay, so we do see that this could be like work, home, or what you do with work, or they could be changes with partners' work. I don't know. There is that kind of energy here, and we do see refurbishing love. So you're making a lot of changes here too. Okay, now what I feel there is going to be some transformation. You got some big endings coming up. Some things are going to be definitely transforming, and that creates some kind of change, like sudden change or of emotion, sudden change of a situation, because some things are going to end. Okay, we're talking about big endings and big change, and I do feel enlightenment is coming through. Okay, you're going to be more enlightened. There's going to be a lot of like epiphanies. All right, so I do feel that energy. The challenge here is something you're really thinking about to do, but you're not even sure which way to go with. Now, you need to kind of take some time, breathe at times, and that's going to bring you the answers you need because they see a lot of enlightenment. All right, so I do feel that energy. It's like the sacrifices you make too. There's something here that you need a little bit more of a balance as well. So that is pretty much your challenge there. Going in the latter part is what I feel is money, love, family, all of that, future investments, sometimes dealing with, I want to say, real estate, communications, maybe you get a written notice or something like that, or a sale of an item. This is something important, investments for the future. So I do feel that energy. There is a strong completion here. So definitely seeing that all of that is there for you. You're creating something new, and it's going to be something of value too. But the challenge here is also responsibilities, taking care of yourself. It's very, very important. All right. So there is that energy, and dealing with a lot of people around you. This could be news from siblings, people you grew up with, or you went to school with, or worked with before. I do see that a lot of things are changing, even how you value yourself. I mean, there's a sense of that. This could be merging from one job to another, or how you do a job to another, and hobby. So refurbishing love too. Creation is big. You will be creating something new. High creativity is showing up here as well. And this is, your words have power as well. Okay, so moving on to Gemini. Gemini, expansion, ultimatums at times, dealing with legalities, official agreements, verbal or contractual. We do see some negativity that's extended, and it could be with hard work you put in, or with people. This could be even family dynamics. Strength, strong. Mediation. For some of you, may be dealing with mediation. Okay. Self-restraint is going to be important as well, because I do feel here this could be sometimes a problem with your words have power. That could be your challenge. It's speaking your truth. This is a time in love or with a relationship. This could be you're ghosting the person. You want to shut down communications with someone. All right, so there's a challenge. It could be a fallout with a female as well, as I'm feeling here too. You may be a victim of gossip, or don't even engage in it. So I do feel that energy. Still keep muddling through when it comes to your projects, your goals. Okay, for some of you, may be dealing with court, maybe dealing with child custody, or something like that is showing up for some of you, even dealing with adoption. I do feel here you may feel like a victim, and this is a time to get justice. But it takes some time. So I do feel that it's like people who have made you feel that way, is you're starting to kind of shut them down. Okay, so I am seeing that energy. Merging towards the latter part, I do feel that you're going to have to balance your time. This is between work and home. This is like a second source of income, and also watch the finances. Okay, there's some negativity here about where you spend your time, which, needing a balance, and also making some important, valuable decisions. I do feel that you may have, you have to have faith that things are going to work out, because there could be some changes with finances, or just feeling there's a lack of here. Definitely feeling that your instincts, your gut instincts, are going to be very important as well. So definitely seeing that energy there. Okay, moving on to Taurus. Taurus, you have, it's a rocky road ahead, restraints, delays, restrictions, things moving a little bit slow. This is also indicating a lot of hard work and needing some balance too. And this is a personal tower, so things are still completely changing. Even some of your hobbies and goals. Okay, so I do feel that energy. This is a time where maybe you have a new idea, or a message that comes in. That could be from a child is what I'm feeling as well. And there's a sense of a fear. It's a new beginning. It's a new start. It's a new, it's exciting, but it takes some work. Okay, so it's like putting in some hard work. I feel the challenges here is this rebirth. And this is also, you're worried about what others are going to say. It's like you feel you'll be judged by someone too. So I do feel that energy. Now, gossip, there can be some gossip around too, but I would stay out of it. Okay, it's not your friend because it's just going to lead to one thing to another. But this is what's maybe the challenge is dealing with some kind of gossip around you too, is what I'm feeling. Moving along in the retrograde, I do feel there is some changes here. You're more determined. Okay, you're more determined to stand your ground somehow, to work through things. It's like a work in progress. You are like looking for answers, or you're on a quest here too. So you're making some kind of changes. This is inward journey as well. The obstacles. You're going to persevere and you're not going to give up. So I do like that energy. I do feel that there is a challenging aspect here with maybe a female in your life or something with the home. And this can be, I want to say for some of you, it could be an unplanned pregnancy. There is some changes with the home and abundance. But again, I do feel that this could be, your creativity. There can be some sudden changes here or something unplanned, or trying to create more peace within, I want to say the family unit, or your endeavors, or sometimes this is with new creative projects. But this could be an unplanned pregnancy too, or you hear about one and you're kind of surprised. So we are seeing that energy, and a lot of personal changes. Okay, all right. Now we move on to Aries. All right, Aries. So you have a spiritual tower and a personal one. So there's a lot of changes here for you. Aries, this is a time of contemplation. You need to slow down with slow the process is what I'm feeling. Watch your mental, physical, and emotional health as well. For some of you, it's more, there is going to be so many changes when it comes to change of perspective, change of heart, but this is contemplation and a sense of recovery. So I do feel that energy. It's a slow down period too. Maybe you won't like the slow down, but this is a time to get that kind of rest. So I do feel that's an important energy for you. For some of you, this is, you're not on the same spiritual path with someone. This could be a friendship, a breakup of a friendship, or a breakup of a relationship, or even a partnership with work. So there is that. It can be, a time of separation or taking some time off. So I do feel that energy. There's a sense of you seeking perfection. That could be a challenge as well. This is a time to try to say, go with the flow. All right. I do feel that. And it's like, it is time to kind of dwell more into, throw yourself into creativity, arts or something. So your mind doesn't wander, I want to say. I am seeing that because you're kind of going with these spiritual changes as well. And this is a time of switching things around, the way you think, the way you feel. It's like a silent contemplation and contemplating things and doing things a little bit differently. And that can be a little bit of a challenge, okay? Moving along into this retrograde, I do feel that Aries, there's going to be maybe some news coming in, something of value. This could be news from a child or someone younger than you. But this is where you're going to feel a little bit, I don't know, the challenge is feeling a little left out, feeling like something's lacking, something is, maybe you don't feel like you're part of a group anymore. Maybe the changes of dynamics of work or a partnership or a friendship may change. Okay, so you're feeling a little bit different. Things are starting to dissipate. There are some changes here. People have changes of heart, so do you. So it's all kind of working that way. It's kind of divine. There's a sense of that too. So things are starting to dissipate, and there can be, feeling, there's a sense of insecurity, but this is also a time to discipline yourself in finances as well, because you could have a little bit of a decline with finances or financial restraint. Okay, so yeah, seeing that energy there too. Things are changing with love, needing a balance, friendships, and spirituality. All right, moving on to Pisces. Pisces, spiritual heart, love, loyalty, luck, family, money. Okay. Pisces. You may have to decide, you may be put on the spot to decide between what you want to do, what you don't, what you need to eliminate, what not to do, between a job, between two people, love. It's like you don't know which way to go. There's something you need to express. And sometimes these are trust issues. Well, who has been loyal, who has not? You know, that kind of energy is showing up. This is a very healing energy. It's a healing of the heart too. All right. There is something, this could be a very fast pace. Maybe things come rushing in. You know, sometimes we want something, we've been waiting, and then it just comes in the wrong time. You know what I mean? Or it's like, oh, you know, I've been waiting for it. Now I don't want it. Or Wyatt, it's not the time. Now I've got too many options, that kind of energy. It's a very fast moving energy as well. So slowing down is going to be kind of a challenge, or these are significant news coming in. Then you kind of puts you in this indecision. You know, just say you've been working at home for a long time. You didn't like it. You want another job. You wanted this. You wanted that. And then you start looking for it. And then and then all these job opportunities come, but they're all outside. Now you're like, wait a minute, I want to work at home. You know, there's that kind of energy. So that's kind of a change. Acceptance is going to be very important too. So I do feel that energy, that's definitely showing up as well. Moving along in the retrograde, I do feel here there's luck on your side. There's money, family, home. Beautiful energy, very giving energy. This is a good time to maybe get a loan, but always check your, you know, especially during retrogrades, check your, I want to say the disclaimers or the fine print. Balance, beautiful energy. But the challenge again to me is it's not even much of a challenge. This is where it's like prosperous energy, contracts, agreements, settlements. Okay, so make sure that you don't settle for anything and then you regret it later. So if you're on a job interview or something, make sure if you don't like something, try to get the money now. You know what I mean? So there is that kind of energy, divine timing as well. Now, destiny is coming into play here, and it looks pretty fortunate for you. All right, but these are just the things to watch out for. But I do feel that there is something destined here. Some of you may be going into a partnership, and even in love, this could be like, hey, we're getting married because it's good for taxes or something. So be careful of that too, because there's something of value. You know, there's that kind of energy. But destiny and fate is showing up here too. All right, so that wraps it up for Pisces. Now we move on to Aquarius. Aquarius, this is really good energy. You have the luck, success, and fortune stone, long distance stone, world stone, wish fulfillment, success, but creativity. And there's something that still is kind of in a block here, okay? Aquarius. Something's going to be made fair. There could be a very important decision that you may have to make, and it's making things right, okay? This could be you reaching out to someone, and someone will reciprocate really fine as well. For some of you, this can be dealing with something legal. I want to say that this is also the universe coming in, making things fair, okay? So yeah, I do feel that energy. That could be important documents, decisions, choices to make. Okay, so yeah, the thing is you need to be fair to yourself, fair to others too. That's going to be important for you, because I do see forgiveness is needed. Sending out that energy of forgiveness here. The challenge is reaching out. I do feel that this could be also, these are blessings coming in. This is like invitations, love, beautiful energy. But it's almost challenging, or it's like you don't feel it's going to happen. You know, you have to have more faith. They could be something that's been ongoing now kind of occurs. So they could be a clearing. This is pretty good. For some of you may make a major decision to hone in on your skills. There's a lot of knowledge coming in here too. For some of you could be dealing with the law. For some reason, I'm picking up legal as well, or a lot of documents and contracts. All right, so that is something that I'm seeing. Love could be coming in unexpectedly as well. That is nice. Moving along in the retrograde, I do feel the past is showing up. Could be dealing with children or people younger than you. Definitely reminiscing a lot of the past here. For some of you, this is people that you haven't seen in a long time. For some of you, it's reminiscing the ex. For some reason, that is really strongly indicated here for Aquarius. And this is people who've been interfering. There can be some delays, and this is a time to heal. There is some growth. So a situation that's been stagnant, maybe from the past, or children, exes, things like that. I do feel that there is growth now. There is going to be some change there. All right. So, Aquarius, that's yours. This is beautiful, though. Wish fulfillment, too. Moving on to Capricorn. Capricorn, you're kind of separated here. Capricorn, high creativity, but then there's something that comes that kind of cracks or a sudden change. And we're seeing here a lot of different energies, This could be long distance wishes or goals and multiple energies coming through. There is some sudden breakthrough or some kind of change that is going to occur. Maybe something just kind of gets you angry and you're like, that's it. This is not what I'm going to do anymore. This is not what I stand for. This is not what I've signed up for. This is not my responsibility. It's time for me to take care of myself because happiness and joy is what I need. So this is definitely, there is something that will, I want to say a sudden change will happen. And then there is a focus on you and taking care of yourself. So really, I like that. This is putting more value into yourself and stock into what you want. All right. So I do feel that some people maybe around you may be saying, oh, I don't like what you're doing, or Capricorn, this is not right. Or they kind of like, there's a sense of jealousy. They may be making fun of you because they're lacking this in their life. Okay. But this is a focus on you because you are building happiness and joy in your life. This is high creativity as well. So we do feel this energy there. There could be a sudden change in the way you feel or stand. This is putting a mark or a signature on something as well. Maybe you do a painting and you sign it, and it becomes officially yours. This could be also notarizing things. Moving along in the retrograde, I feel you will complete something. You may even travel. All right, so I'm seeing that a lot of options and opportunities are going to come your way. You will successfully complete something, but you're going to be indecisive. There's a decision you're going to have to make that's going to be like, okay, what do I start new? Okay. A lot of you will be focusing on a goal that you wanted. This could be, you've always wanted to fly and you go and you start flying, or you go take flying lessons, or you wanted to go sailing and you want, or you want to take a trip around the world. So I do feel that kind of energy, success, all of that is there, but there's some decisions. And for some of you, what's holding you back is insecurities. So that is what you're dealing with, but hold on to your wishes, goals, and dreams. Just make a choice, okay? And these are just insecurities. It's like someone's like, don't make, it's getting over fear and insecurity, all right? All right, moving on to Sagittarius. Sagittarius, love, family, money, choices, decisions, creativity, high creativity, but watch the temper too. There's a fiery tinge to this, could be passive aggressive. High creativity. You are somehow in the spotlight, Sagittarius. This is like having fun, family, children, feeling like a child, creating your desires, wishes, your goals. This is better friendships coming in. Even though it's a retrograde, this is like new people. This is just finally setting yourself free, having fun. All right. But there's this fear of rejection. Okay. So there are some people that you're going to feel that you have been rejected by, but this is like, there's a reason for it. And that's good because it's a clearing. Okay. So I do feel that you could be dealing with someone who is just stuck in their ways. This could be a father, a boss, a VIP, and it's kind of difficult. It's a difficult period, and you feel either rejected or there could be a rejection with something, but that does not mean that, remember, whatever is going to be rejected, it may actually come as another opportunity in a few months from now. So I do feel that energy. So there is money coming through. I want to say also this is a very good time. And sometimes this is you definitely stepping up, taking your power back, and also it's speaking and being true to yourself and taking that leadership position. Maybe this is like a time for you to step up, okay? Not reject that idea as well, because there's this golden, beautiful opportunity, but you need to step up with this too. So truth, seeking the truth as well as coming through. And a sense of, rejection. I keep feeling that, like you feel you're gonna be rejected, but you're not. Whatever's rejected will be in your favor, is what I'm feeling too. Moving along in the retrograde, I do feel here money, expenses, watch the spending. I want to say this could be a raise or a promotion coming in, and it could be like unexpected. Future financial plannings. This can also mean dealing with property matters. Okay, there is something that is elevating your status somehow. Okay, so I do feel that energy. The sense is it's hard work. There's a sense of you kind of be motivated. You could be a workaholic. You could be also like switching things around, changing furniture. There is that kind of energy that I'm feeling here, or very, very high creativity. So the workaholic energy is showing up, and I do feel here you will have a wish fulfillment. Challenge is staying happy, because there's a lot of happiness around you and wish fulfillment, but it does come with work, and it does come with you stepping up, I want to say. So there's a lot of that energy. Don't, do things in moderation. Don't overdrink, don't overeat. There is that kind of energy, but I do see you coming to a finalization with something as well. For some of you, this could be you finally get a divorce, or you get the investment that you need. You're separating, or you get the money settlement or something, and it's something that you actually wanted. Maybe it's something better than what you thought and it was worth the wait. Okay, so yeah, that is for Sagittarius. Moving on to Scorpio. Okay, Scorpio, so you have very high creativity. This can also mean where passive aggressive energy too, but very high creativity, dealing with some kind of envy, jealousy that surrounds you too. Home foundation is showing up here too in creativity. Now, this is a time where maybe you're going to have a hard time dealing with criticism, even constructive criticism. It's very hard for you to receive that. All right, so I do feel that this could be a new idea, a new way of moving forward with some kind of ideas. But it's like there is an energy here where you could be very critical too. So watch your words, because you just have doubts. You're focusing maybe too much a challenge of like dealing with pain from the past. People have who have kind of hurt you. So it's time to move on. All right. So this is a time where it's a beginner's mind. Okay. You've been too complacent with something. All right, so this is like, okay, this is time to change this, maybe change my point of view. It's a sense of starting over, and you're kind of like, okay, where do I start over? For some of you, it could be starting school, could be starting a new project or something, and it's like, you're like, you're feeling a little bit stressed out, okay? You could be a little bit accident prone, so kind of slow down at this time too, is what I'm feeling. So yeah, and there's a sense of purging. You are starting over somehow, so there is a clearing that I'm seeing moving along in the retrograde. I do feel that this is now, it becomes better. This is a better idea. News may be coming in. You may be dealing with also new friendships, social media, even travel. This is a lot of good energy coming through. Challenge is miscommunications or missing some kind of messages. So check your junk mail, things like that. And also there could be a little bit of snafus with travel ahead, okay? So I do feel this is a good energy too, where if you have an idea, you may have a fear. It's a beginning stage, but have faith. Things are going to work out for you. Very creative, good for work too. And restructuring some friendships and relationships as well, okay? So it's working towards, I feel there's going to be some very good news coming in too, okay? But you have to have faith, all right? All right, so that wraps up the retrograde. Remember, this is a Mercury retrograde from September 9th through October 2nd. It's advisable to watch this And also around September 23rd, when it merges into Virgo from Libra, to rewatch it again. Well, we have one more retrograde after this. I think that last one's going to be even heavier. I'm not sure. We'll see. But we'll get through this as always. All right. The timestamps for each sign is listed below in the description box below. And happy retrograde to everyone. Bye.